The wheat has been cut from the chaff as the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour Open concludes its week-long event with the men's gold medal match between Brazil and Canada right here in Cincinnati. Welcome to the Lindner Family Tennis Center here in Mason, Ohio. This is how Guto and Simon, Binstock and Shakhtar made it through to the final courtesy of their semi-final victories over domestic opposition. Mayo and Doherty, Lucena and Dalhausser beaten in their own backyard. And it is going to be either Brazil or Canada with the gold medals around their necks. Well, the weather conditions, it's clear skies, but the sun has disappeared over the horizon. We had a very good shot, didn't we, in that postcard of the moon, which was doubling up as potentially a gold medal. It's nice and warm, and there is no wind at all. It's perfect conditions for a game of beach volleyball here in the tennis centre for this nighttime game. Team just going through the final phase of the war. Brazil are in green, Canada are in white. So with the warm-up over, they will take to their seats and we will have the introduction of the referees. The first referee today from Russia, it's Roman Pristovakin, and he'll be ably assisted by Jonas Personini from Switzerland. Two very likeable, very knowledgeable referees. Two nice gentlemen as you couldn't wish to meet. So with the refs introduced, time to meet the players.
Welcome, volleyball fans from around the world and across America. It is time for the men's gold medal match in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, make some noise!
The tournament announcer getting the crowd going. And hopefully you as well, wherever you may be watching from. And for these two, what a day, what a tournament. What a week this proposes to be their first ever medal match. The number 7 seeds from the number 13 seeds from Brazil, Gustavo Alberto Carvalho, Guto as he's known, 22 from Rio, 6'1", allegedly, and his playing partner Simon Barbosa Santos, 22, 6'7", no question of that, as you see them two together. They're playing in their 9th World Tour event, and they've come through qualifying for every single event except for this one. First time they've been seeded. And they're up against Josh Binstock and Sam Shakhtar, who's in your picture. A 26-year-old who certainly looks focused, doesn't he, and ready for this one. The young man from Toronto has one World Tour gold medal to his name that he got with his playing partner, the 35-year-old Josh Binstock from Richmond Hill. That was won in Paraná in 2014. Can they add another to their collection, or will it be a first-time gold medal for Simon and Guto in their first ever final? They've got 2 bronze medals, all obtained this season. So the players are ready, the crowd are ready. And we're ready. Canada in white serving. Deep breath from Sam Shakhtar. It's Brazil in green receiving. this best-of-3 sets match to see who'll take gold at the Cincinnati Open part of the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour. And a pretty cheap point for Brazil to get them on the board. Guto now with the serve for the young guns from Brazil. And Binstock with a nerve settler as he puts that one away. Touch against Guto. He's saying, no, it wasn't me. I was nowhere near it, ref. What's the matter with you? There's nothing matter. The referee saw it perfectly. Up goes Guto. And he did, didn't he? Caught it with his hand. Perfect call by the second ref, Jonas Personini. That will do. Into the corner. Perfect. Already Guto beginning to feel the heat, maybe. 3-1 Canada. Perfect start for them after that initial miss serve. A quick glimpse of Ron Stahl, one of the World Tour referees, acting as lines judge today. And again, another little line roll. Canada 4-1 up. Not sure which is better, the ball hitting the sand or their celebration. As soon as it's down, they're straight to each other, aren't they? It's either going to be a chest bump or only a hand slaps. Binstock with the serve. And Guto makes the cut right down in front of where Schechter was waiting. Waited too long to get his hand under the ball. Simon now with his so far, look, he's got just under $10,000 in earnings this season. He'll be adding to that. And this performance today, the question is, will he be $4,000 better off or $5,500 better off? Replay. Schechter having a look. Seeing he had the angle and took it. Good up. Oh, unable to finish. Appear to be much room to work with. Didn't matter though, because Simon touching the net as he went up to try and make the block, and as soon as the net's touched, that's it, rally's over. Nonetheless though, Schechter puts it away very nicely. Binstock now with the serve. No block for Guto, no trouble putting it away. Binstock deciding to break from the net, probably wishing he hadn't done now. He must have seen something to decide that it was better to break than to try and block. Excellent pass from Binstock. Schechter will have a chance to put it down. Oh, brilliant. Sold Guto the dummy. Looked to line. Guto was off and running, and then it almost looked like a no-look hit to start with. In fact, it wasn't it, just cutting it across his body. Binstock jumping it into the line, but couldn't quite get his hands far enough across the net to send it down. Apologising straight away to Schechter. Nice swing from Guto. Binstock comes up with the block out off of Simon. They'll have a whole variation of side outs for Canada. They'll opt for a few quick plays. They'll bring Binstock inside or send him further wide. That time he gets a good swing off the block and out.
Here, hold.
Oh, good up. And it stays in play. Oh, that was unlucky. Really hard work from Canada, but to no avail in the end. It's Brazil that take the point. Plenty of effort from Canada. It's a good touch, brilliantly brought back, almost, wasn't it, by Shakhtar. If he could have just kept this one in, that would have been something special. But on the upside for Canada, they're making the court seem very small. No, not many clean winners for Brazil so far. Canada up by 3 in kills so far in the game. So that's the quick ball that I mentioned, a little variation in play. Starting out wide, watch Binstock, he goes out but then drives right back in. And that, playing from the centre of court, that gives him options left and right. Cross-court block signalled. Guto just went up and hammered it. Had Binstock perhaps been a little bit more alive to the situation, may well have just gone after the ball when we're so close to him. Guto it is getting ready with the serve. You always wonder, don't you, when you could hear Binstock saying "you have" and then screamed at Shakhtar cross. Sometimes that can almost put players off. I'm sure it wasn't the reason. Shakhtar missed the ball, putting it into the net instead of going cross. He changed his mind to go line. Oh, that is a massive throwdown from Simon. He jumped, he waited, and he denied Canada. This is well worth another look. Just watch him jump. Just went up with the one hand. It's almost like a slam dunk. Excellent play from the young man. 9-all, game on here in the first set of this gold medal match. Brazil could take the lead. Well, it must have touched Simon as it went past. That's why he's played it over. And Sam Shakhtar, who rattles it off the block and out of play to put Canada back in front. That won't come back. Oh, you say that, it might. It does, but it doesn't land in court. Brazil trying to military march that one over the net. That looked to have been a lost cause both times. Almost embarrassing, because Canada had completely given up on it and thought, yeah, that's never coming back. And that was only inches away from landing on that sideline. So we hit the technical timeout. Canada with their noses in front. But Brazil very much in it.
Whoa, FIVB, I got this. We want to thank everybody who made everything happen this week. First of all, the volunteers and management. the referee, the line judges, the scorekeeper, the race crew, all of you, thank you so much for coming to Security. Yeah, for an incredible week. Thanks to everybody involved.
That's the view from the blimp that's been here, taking the views from the sky.
This is going to be a battle.
A serve for Brazil. Simon didn't apologise, but Guto did. Somehow managed to get over the net. Not quite sure I've ever seen a ball hit that net and do that. Well, that probably should have happened first time. So Canada back in front. Well left by Simon. Lines judge had a very clear signal that it hadn't caught the line. It was out of play. Well, these two teams haven't played each other before. Both teams interviewed after their semi-final victories, both kind of saying that they will be going to the video, looking at each other, and their prep has been done since that semi-final for both teams to decide what their game plan would be. For Brazil, it's to go after Josh Binstock. An unforced error and then a block for them has moved them in front here. Had the cross court taken away from him by Simon. Brilliant. Somehow, though, it gets past Simon. Brazil, who've turned things around in this first set, they've got the edge at the moment. That means Canada are having to chase. Sometimes when you are chasing, you put pressure on yourself. That was a brilliant swing, wasn't it, from Simon? As he drifted to his left, hit the ball back to his right. Simple stuff from Binstock. Little crossover, going behind and having to force Simon to move further laterally than he would have liked. Good dig. Oh, that was a shame, unable to finish it off. So the chance for 15 all isn't taken, and they find themselves two behind. Nice dig, hips under, sending the ball high into the sky, keeping it on their side, but hitting across his body, couldn't keep it in court. Binstock looking for block out, but not finding it. Guto and Simon smelling victory here in this first set. Very Can't pick that one up. And Shakhtar delicately puts it over. Oh, he had a free swing, Simon. But somehow contrived to miss the court. Missed it by a mile. Taxi for Canada. Guto watched it well, came back strong. Brazil keeping their lead and not allowing Canada back in. Good lead from Shakhtar. As that one went over his head, it was close, but no cigar. Scramble, wasn't it, from Brazil, but Simon unable to capitalise. Oh dear, nowhere for Guto to go with that one. And just like that, Canada brought themselves back into it. So a bit of pressure now for the young guns. And with a little help from the net, Guto puts it down. Didn't look entirely comfortable though, did he? Called for the shoot ball out wide, got it. Simon couldn't get across to shut out the angle. Just watch this quick ball, and Simon's now having to play catch up, reaching outside his body line. So good block out for Canada. 19 all. One side out required for Brazil to give them set point. One good block defense play for Canada to give them set point. So it's the side out for Brazil and a set point for them.
2019 set point in the first set for Brazil.
So that means we have a 2-point set. First to get 2 clear wins. But it's advantage with Brazil. They're siding out each time to have set point. Canada need to win 2 points from the serve. Brazil only need 1. Gator, and it stays in play. Brilliant from Guto. And it is set point again for Brazil. The gator not working for Canada. Lovely reactions from Shakhtar and from Binstock, but it's Brazil who take the point. And they might have a chance to take the set. Simon not committed to a big swing. What's he going to do this time? Has to play it back over. Canada still knocking on the door. Brazil trying not to let them in. Now they might have a better chance. Guto for the set. High hands defense allowed to go. And it is the set for Brazil. What a spectacular rally. They have the crowd on side. They have the first set in the bag. The young guns have 1 foot on the top of the podium here at the Cincinnati Open.
All right,
22-20, couldn't have been much closer, could it? And as Persononi just having a chat with the guys to which end they're going to take. To have another look at this set, it had everything. Well, this point. And it was that block from Simon that sealed the deal. Now the Canadians in the crowd, hoping their team can pull the second set out the bag and force it into a decider. And as we see Brazil have that 1 foot on the podium right now. So here we go, set 2. Brazil with the serve. Schechter for Canada. Oh, nice block from Binstock. That's the way to get the set started. Those long arms of his up and across the net. Watch how far across, that's the key. Straight back into Guto. Simon responds to get Brazil their first point of the set. Well, the quick play not working. And it's another error from Binstock, 2 in a row for him. And that puts Brazil ahead. But he knows the next ball's going to come to him. Brazil are going to continue putting the ball on him. Well read by Guto. Oh, that's a magnificent play. Schechter was trying to run to get back into the cross-court spot. There seemed to be no room on the line. Guto found some. Oh, that one seemed to stay on the top of the net for an eternity. And Brazil still not letting this ball hit the floor. And neither are Canada. And it's Guto with the hard wrap cross-court. Canada out of position with Schechter having to block and Binstock in the back trying to defend. And at the first end change, Brazil have opened up a 3-point lead already. This is the view from the blimp. The extreme overhead as that one goes off the block and out. Not far off the view I've got, actually, up here in the gods. That's a blockade. Makes the dig, gets in position early. And then a no-look swing for him off the block and out. A little shrug of the shoulders as well as he gets ready to serve. Guto has the whole range of shots. He needs them, doesn't he? Now, he is allegedly 6'1", but Brick Beattie, the USA ref, who I happen to know is only 5'6", said that Guto walked past him and was shorter than him. I'm sure he was telling the truth there, though.
No. Great shot right on the line by Big Stop. 34-6,
Canada have the ball back. Shakhtar gets ready to serve. Oh, good, really good. But he just managed to put it only above his head. And Shakhtar did really well to get anything on that, having to dive over the top of Binstock. Made the touch, kept his eyes on it, but look at that. Didn't get out of the way. Could have taken a leaf out of Kerry Walsh-Jennings' book. A couple of times watching the USA women play, and when that's happened, she just laid flat on the floor to allow April Ross to go after the ball. Brazil are in charge now, aren't they? The youngsters have settled in, they're enjoying this. Their first ever final. Lovely timing from Simon and a brilliant cut from Guto. Canada have called the timeout. They need to do something. They need to try and get back into this one. They're 4 behind, they're trailing by a set. Simon and Guto, who will not be going to the Olympics in Rio, but certainly have their minds set on Japan in 2020. And it's hard to argue against them achieving that. They'll be up against, obviously, the two big teams, the two main teams from Brazil, Evandro and Pedro. And we can see the fireworks providing a very nice display from across the street. But all the fireworks are on court here at the Cincinnati Open. Good leave. This was so close to that sideline. A very good leave by Binstock.
Here. Come on.
Guto with a brilliant pokey. The arm was straight, there was no hard hit coming. Shakhtar thought it was going line and started creeping that way. And Guto just puts it back cross court. Pretty straightforward dig, but this was class from Guto. Waiting for the go signal. Haven't got it. We can have the rally. Oh, brilliant! Both sides. The fans really enjoying this rally, but it does have to end, and it's Brazil who take the point. It's looking like the end, isn't it, for Canada at the moment? The cut shot from Shakhtar dealt with. And then Binstock gets in on the action with a brilliant dig. glasses off, gets it over. But it became a free ball for Brazil. And a nice put away by Simon. Good lead. Guto had read the line roll, was there, watching, waiting, and then read as well the trajectory of the ball, knew it was going to go out. Too many errors at the moment from Canada. They've done a little switch, so Binstock's gone on the other side of the net, but it hasn't mattered, has it? Another big throwdown from Simon. He had one in the first set. He's got one here in the second. And Brazil, well, they are cruising. Watch this. Good hang time, massive throwdown. Well, Simon just helping Sam Schachter, making sure he didn't hurt himself. Schachter put the ball out, but then he came through the net as well, and I think he touched it, so it didn't really matter where the ball had gone. Canada have switched back to their normal position, but it hasn't made any difference at all. They cannot buy a side out at the moment for love nor money. For Brazil, it's all about staying in the zone, staying on course, staying focused and keeping their eyes off the scoreboard and keep making plays like that. Oh, brilliant pickup by Guto. Oh, it's quality. He's like another Bruno, isn't he? Certainly playing like Bruno. This is just amazing, isn't it? Simon getting the crowd on side, geeing them up, putting his focus back to the action, though. As we have the side change, it's the technical timeout, and look at that, they are seeking their first ever FIVB tournament title. They have 2 bronze medals. They have been in the qualifying of every event they've played this year, or had to come through country quota qualifying as well. It started back in Long Beach in 2015, last year. They were 32nd, qualified 20, finished 17. Then in Poland, in Olsztyn, they went through the country quota qualification. Didn't make it through that. In Rio, they qualified through the qualifier, were seeded 16th, finished with a bronze medal. In Maceo, they came through the qualifier as the 10th seed, were seeded 28th for the main tournament, got a bronze medal. In Rio, in the Grand Slam, they came through the qualifier as 18th, finished 33. In Vitoria, they qualified through to finish 5th. Then in Fortaleza, they qualified through to finish 9th. And now, at their first event where they're through to the main draw without going through the qualifier, they're here in the final, and they're on course to take a gold medal. And they can't wait to get it done, can they? They've got a real hunger for it right now. They are just piling on the points here against Canada. It's better, though, a bit of respite for Binstock and Schachter. Josh has got rid of the glasses. Just a casual little roll shot to get the job done. Sam chasing, trying to make something happen. Well, if it carries on like this, Canada may not even make it into double points. That will be a disappointment for them. They've certainly played much better than that in this tournament. They deserve perhaps a little bit better, but right now they are being completely outplayed. Nothing they can do seems to be working, and it's all going right for Brazil. What a pickup by Guto. He's waiting, he's watching, he's seeing what's happening, and then he's reacting. He's not guessing. Well, it's a cruel, cruel blow for Canada as that one rolls along the net. Initially it looked like it might have been an ace serve, but look at this. That was a lovely reverse pokey from Sam, but it didn't go over. Championship point then for Brazil. And it's saved somehow by Josh Binstock. But look at this, 13 attempts now for Brazil from side out to win their first ever gold. Well, Josh sees the funny side of it now. He knows it's probably all over. Guto for gold. Binstock has read it. But it's too tight to the net, is it? Still it's in play. Still Canada are in the match. And they save the second championship point. There will be a side change. It keeps them on court a little bit longer, but for how much longer? Championship point, gold medal point, number 3 for Brazil. Surely only a matter of time here. Binstock with the serve. And that's it, it's all over. Brazil have done it, the youngsters in their first ever final take gold on the World Tour. And they've done it at the first ever Open here in Cincinnati. Well, Brazil once again showing the depth and the quality of their beach volleyball, with these two young stars who have just very much made a name for themselves on the World Tour. Look out Evandro and Pedro, look out Alison and Bruno. These two are looking to take away your billing as the top 2 teams in Brazil. Well, the emotions, no doubt, will be there. Pretty high for them. They'll do well not to cry. I'm pretty sure their parents will be blubbing wherever they're watching from. What a performance from them. Guto, the captain, signs the score sheet. Simon has a hug with his coach. Everything went right for them, didn't it? And you have to feel sorry for Josh Binstock and Sam Shakhter. They gave it their all. It was close in the first set, but the second set just belonged to Brazil. So a sip for the players, a sip for the coach. This is how it was done. Guto it was, given the responsibility, and he took it. One pass, one bump set, one swing to the line, one gold medal. I'm sure the champagne will be flowing later, and probably when they get home as well. Confirmation of the set scores. As I said, it was close, 22-20. Could have gone either way in the first, but that just seemed to really knock the stuffing out of Canada, didn't it, with that 21-8 defeat in the second. Guto and Simon going from strength to strength. And they've gone from bronze to gold. Well, a thrilling finish to a thrilling week of volleyball here in Cincinnati. The organisers here have done a sterling job. The AVP have taken on board the role of organisation of this FIVB event, and they have done a tremendous job in entertaining the fans and also showcasing beach volleyball on the World Tour and giving us a glimpse of what the AVP is like as well. Pretty much a similar type of format as to what's happened in terms of how the crowd were entertained and how the event was run. But now waiting down on centre court, Dane Blanton can talk to and we can hear from our winners.
Congratulations, Guto, Simon, an amazing final for you guys. First time in the final and you won in real dominating fashion. Tell me what was the focus when you had this opportunity to win a gold?
Oh yeah, this is so exciting. I don't know, the Canadians, they are a wonderful team. We need to play too much to win and I don't know what to say. I just want to say thank you for everybody, my family, my coach, my friends, my girlfriend, everybody. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, you've been working so hard and you get here. All Brazilians seem to be very emotional and they thrive on the emotion. When you got the crowd into it, when you got everything going for you, it seemed that's when you really started to play well.
Yeah, I don't know, we receive so much message. I just want to say thank you for everybody to Brazil, to cheering for us, and it's this champion.
Yeah. One more, I mean, you guys are 22 years old. I know that you know your history. Bruno and Alison, you look up to so much, and a lot of people are saying you guys are the next up-and-comers. How much have they shaped your game, a guy like Bruno?
I want to play like Bruno, yes. I say all the time this. I'm really fan from Bruno. And it's this, every time I'm watching Bruno playing.
And he's like Alison.
Yes, yes. The size, yes.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, you guys. Go celebrate, and I'm sure this is the first of many. So congratulations on the gold medal here in Cincinnati.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations indeed. And Guto, he doesn't need to be like Bruno, he just needs to be himself, doesn't he? Because I'm pretty sure he'll end up being better than Bruno, and Simon will end up being better than Alison. A magnificent performance from the youngsters, and here then are their best moments as we look at the highlights from the match. Well, that concludes our coverage here from the Cincinnati Open. We hope you've enjoyed the volleyball. It's been a magnificent week. Up next, we have the awards ceremony. But for now, though, from all of us here, it's time to say goodbye.
He says hi. You know, Talita and Simon, the gold medal won the first time, guys. We got the awards ceremony coming right up. Don't go anywhere. It's time for the awards ceremony for the men's medals. One more time. Big round of applause for all the volunteers, scorekeepers, the FIVB and AVP crew, medical security, everybody that did everything for the last week. It's been a lot of fun. Let's get to the awards. First, the dignitaries, Bob Slattery, the CEO of Reach Event Marketing. Andre Perlingero, the FIVB Technical Supervisor. And Jeff Conover, the Competition Director of the FIVB AVP Cincinnati Open.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, grandmas and granddads, great-granddads and great-grandmas, we are now ready for the medal ceremony here from the Cincinnati Open. Everybody's in place. It is time to welcome the athletes out onto court, the dignitaries today for the medal ceremony. Bob Slattery, the CEO for Reach Event Marketing, Andre Perlingero, the FIVB Technical Supervisor, and Jeff Conover, the Competition Director for this event.
And
the athletes now making their way out onto centre court. Josh Binstock, Sam Schechter, Simon Guto, Lucena and Dalhouser. Been a magnificent week of volleyball here in Cincinnati. The organisers, the volunteers have all done a magnificent job to make this event the spectacle it's been. Almost looks like a little model podium, doesn't it, really? That's because the guys are so big.
The third place team and bronze medal winners here at the FIVB Cincinnati Open, presented by the AVP. From the USA, Nick Lucena and Phil Dalhouser.
So Nick Lucena, Phil Dalhouser, now just one event away from booking their place in Rio. Lucena Dalhouser were playing domestically the other week and pulled out of the event because Lucena had a shoulder strain, didn't want to jeopardize his chances of going to the Olympics and wanted to be fit for this event. And he's certainly shown that, hasn't he, as Andre Perlingero, the FIVB Technical Supervisor, hands over the bronze medals. Really top bloke, Andre Perlingero. $6,000 for Dalhouser and Lucena. Their bronze medal.
The second place team and winners of the silver medal here at the FIVB Cincinnati Open, presented by the AVP. From Canada, Josh Binstock and Sam Schechter.
Well, it's a rather muted celebration, isn't it, for Josh Binstock and Sam Schechter? They'll enjoy it perhaps
the silver medals
a little bit later, maybe, but
presented by Bob
they probably
Slattery,
feel perhaps
CEO
they didn't
of Reach
apply
Event
themselves
Marketing.
as well as they could have done. But you have to hand it to the team from Brazil. They played out of their skin. As Bob Slattery, the CEO of Reach Event Marketing, hands over the silver medals. And also the check for $8,000. Congratulations then to Canada.
And now, the gold medal winners of the FIVB Cincinnati Open, presented by the AVP. From Brazil, Guto and Simon.
But the week belongs to Brazil, and the tournament belongs to Guto and Simon, the 22-year-olds.
The gold medals are being presented by Jeff Conover, competition director of the FIVB Cincinnati Open.
Jeff Conover handing over the medals. The competition director for the FIVB and also the AVP. First gold medal for what promises to be probably plenty more to come for these youngsters. $11,000 for them in prize money. That's 3 medals this season so far for them, 2 bronze and 1 gold. This one will certainly live long in the memory of their first ever gold in their first ever final.
Would you please stand for the playing
Time then to be upstanding for the national anthem of Brazil. Congratulations to Simon and Guto. They are the champions here in Cincinnati. Time then for the photos with the dignitaries. Well, it has been a fantastic tournament, and it's time for us to say goodbye, leave you with the pictures of the players enjoying their moment in the spotlight. We hope you've all enjoyed the volleyball here from the men's event and from the women's event, and we hope to be back here again next year. But from all of us here for now, it is time for us to say farewell, adieu, goodbye, see you again soon.